everybody. Welcome to another episode of Goretober. I'm your host, Lucy Jewett, and welcome to me drawing my Sona King doing very disturbing things. So the theme for today, well, for this day in particular, was puppetry. So I decided to draw a king with these sort of like little flesh puppets that are made of different parts of the human body, and they're like sewn from different like human beings like all together, and they're kind of living but also not really. These little flesh puppets are based off of a scene from Gravity Falls where Bill Cipher says like, oh, you know that couch is made out of living human skin, and then it shows a living human skin couch. So I based this drawing kind of off of that. It's not like a crazy, super interesting piece, I would say, but I actually still like it quite a bit. I like the wrinkles on King's clothing, and I just like the way that his shading generally came out, I would say. Like, I don't know, this one just came out, like, kind of nice and clean, so I was actually pretty happy with it, if I'm being completely honest. There isn't really many issues I have, and I don't know, I was just like kind of happy to make it, if I'm being totally honest with you. Although there isn't really much of a story with this one, it's mostly just King being kind of malicious and creepy because he gains entertainment from these poor like people puppets. So, you know, it's just King being like kind of a not great person as per usual. On the other hand, the next one was Failed Experiment, so I decided to feature my other Sona token, and I had an idea where Token was making a bomb for a crime, but then it blew up on him and then scarred up his face. This isn't canon, because if it was, then Token would have a giant scar on his face at all times. But I decided just to make this like a little AU thing. It's like, oh, what if this happened, you know? I started off by like doing the different like color schemes for the like little burnt patches, and then adding like an overall shading layer and erasing like certain bits that I wanted the light to shine through with. I wanted to make it seem as if the bomb like just blew up, so there's still like little sparks or like light coming from the explosive device itself, you know? So I also continued adding like just more shading to it so it had a little more depth, because I kind of felt like on its own there wasn't too much depth, and I don't know, I wanted to add just a teeny bit more. Like I said, though, this doesn't really relate too much with Token's actual backstory. It's more of a, like, oh, AU for Goretober thing, you know? I mean, even then, I still kind of like this one. Like the one with King, this one is just kind of like, yeah, this is okay. It's not my favorite, but yeah, I still like it quite a bit. The smoke came out pretty. I'm happy with the smoke. And the blood was difficult to do, because usually I do a multiply layer, but I couldn't do that because it would go through the scar and not show it as much. But I mean, either way, I still think this one came out good. I like it. I think it's nice. But that's all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and always make sure to take care of yourself. Thanks for sticking around.